Hey guys, it's Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So it's the 20th of August 2024 and we're back at it with a daily crypto dive for you. So we're going to jump straight into this one looking at the fear and greed index sitting at a 30 fear. It's around the same as yesterday, and what we're currently starting to see is more people that are on the sidelines are probably getting involved, and others are investing that dry powder that they have got available. So something a lot of other people don't mention is about profit taking and how important profit taking is during those green times. And what you should really aim to do is secure your initial investment, and then what you've got left in that position is totally free. You have earned it from nothing, so losing it is not as substantial as losing the overall investment and what you have gained on it. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice here, but that's definitely something that I try to adhere to myself where and whenever I can. And that's led me to a position where I do have a lot of dry powder readily available where and whenever I need it, not making me having to dip and dive into my savings in my real life bank accounts. So let's move over to crypto bubbles, and on the day we are looking pretty good. BTC has just at this moment of recording this video punched 61k. I don't know where it's going to be sitting by the time this video comes out. Hopefully it's 70k, hopefully higher, hopefully to the moon, who knows. But as you can see, we're looking at the 1 to 100 here, and we can see a massive sea of green. This is really, really good. If we flick it over to the week quickly, we're also seeing a moderate sea of green, some red bubbles here and there. I think the market is going to start to pick up. We are seeing a lot of energy coming from Ripple XRP itself, especially with that court case coming to an end. So let's dive straight into these articles that I've got, and I've got around 11 articles to go through here. The first one being the SEC talks with ETF issuers over concerns of Solana being a security, preceded by the CBOE removing of those 19B4S forms. And what everybody's starting to think is Solana could possibly be on the chopping block, considering XRP's court case is coming to an end. Gary Gensler is going to be wanting to set his sights on something else, and Solana has already been through this process once before, and I do think that they could possibly be going through it again in the future. As to how this all pans out, we'll have to wait for more news, which is more certain than just rumors and hearsay. So we keep it moving, and we'll go over to the next article, which is an XRP one and BNB, and it's speaking about BNB and XRP possibly punching all-time highs. And I really do think BNB is definitely going to punch an all-time high. It's been doing so well through this cycle, and it's actually one of the coins that I by chance had a good amount of where I was transacting using it, and as the price shot up, I'd realized I'd gained a good amount of value on it. So that was a really, really nice kind of side hustle for myself, and I guess if you were involved in BNB and accumulating it during that time, you made some good gains. So I think we're going to see good things from BNB in the future. And as for XRP, I've released a video today, and it in itself, it's gold. From my perspective, it's gold. It's what every single cryptocurrency is aiming to become in this sector and trying to find that use and utilization case. And XRP already has it. It's already got over 1,700 NDAs and contracts with different banks on a global scale. So this leaves BNB and XRP in a very good position. So we're going to be going over now to some recession news from Goldman Sachs, saying that the recession risk is gone down to around 20%. And they've been citing recent data on retail sales and jobless claims. So if the upcoming August jobs report scheduled for release on September 6th shows favorable results, the probability of a recession may be further reduced to 15%. So this is really good news all round. Nobody wants to see a recession, and definitely not talking about it during times like this when it's very vital that we have a lot of good news moving into this halving cycle. So what we're going to be doing is going to the next one, and this is some news about Vitalik Buterin moving 400 Ethereum to Railgun amid that Ethereum price surge. So as per the data by Malcolm Vitalik Buterin moved 400 Ethereum to a new address beginning with OX1810. He even moved just 1 ETH to the same address yesterday and then deposited 0998 ETH into the mixer Railgun. This isn't Buterin's first interaction with Railgun, as he's transferred 662 ETH, approximately worth $2 million over the past 10 months. So this in itself is speaking to us in a manner that is telling us that there's going to be some substantial moves coming from that Ethereum sector and Railgun possibly pushing upwards in the future. So what we are looking at here now is that job report, and there's going to be so many different articles about this. The Goldman Sachs article just referenced this labor statistics report that's going to be coming out, and it's going to be crucial, and it could determine and dictate what happens over the next month when it comes down to crypto. So stocks have been doing really good over the past few weeks. In fact, I think it's their best performance so far this year, according to different analysts. Next week, the US non-farm payroll NFP data for July 2024 is anticipated to be revised by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which could have a revolutionary effect on the cryptocurrency market. Although the majority of traders concentrate on standard economic indicators such as FOMC meetings or CPI figures, the impending NFP revision could have a more significant effect on markets, including cryptocurrency prices. So between 600,000 and 1 million jobs could be eliminated, according to estimates from Goldman Sachs analysts, who expect a significant downward revision of preliminary NFP data. This revision may indicate that the labor market was far weaker than previously thought, which could cause the market to move significantly. And if we look at how we handled the market, specifically that I'm talking about here, how it handled the job report coming out with those incorrect figures, we saw a big negative reaction from that. So this is definitely a bit of news you should take notice of and possibly prepare for this in the future. Once again, not a financial advisor. This is just kind of what the motions my mind is going through when I look at different articles like this. And looking at all of these different articles gives you a far broader perspective of that market. So looking at XRP, and like I said, I've done a video on this. It's a pretty good video. It goes over things in a broader perspective and gives you a lot more information about this and where they're all getting this specific title from. So these 1,700 NDAs run far deeper, and when you look at the documents and go into the video, you actually begin to see that these 1,700 NDAs are mentioned in many different places under different circumstances, even when the argument has been there about them being a security or not a security. So what this tells me from my current knowledge is that they've got a lot of banks that they've already got agreements with, that they've already handed coins to, they've already distributed and worked with. So what we're going to start to see is what you would do is work for your bags. And that's what we're going to start to see with companies like SBI and anybody else that's inherently involved with that Ripple XRP ledger system moving into the future. So let's jump over to this other article here, which is about that Fed meeting and Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's speech on Friday, and the idea of, will he talk about a 50 basis points cut? So I know these are pretty significant when it comes down to the crypto market and how it can have an effect, and the outcomes, as it mentioned in one of the articles we've already gone over. So do understand that this is coming up and it will have an effect on price, being positive or negative. So looking at what's going on the politics side of things, we're seeing not much talk coming out of the Kamala Harris sector, which is pretty unusual considering the pro-crypto stance that they've had for some time. I personally think that politicians will say anything that will get a vote. And that's just a bite and crunch of that situation. So they have unveiled its official platform on Sunday with no mention of cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology in its nearly 100-page manifesto. The document is expected to receive approval from delegates at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago on Tuesday, and it is unclear if the document will be changed before then. So the next article really brings things into perspective, and what we've actually seen is whispers, rumors that Kamala Harris herself may nominate Gary Gensler as Treasury Secretary. And we all know how Gary has been with crypto, and this can't be positive for us in any kind of way. So do understand that politics have a huge effect on crypto. We can actually see that Donald Trump himself is firing back with this, saying that he wants Elon Musk in his cabinet if he wins. And Elon Musk himself is currently on Twitter making up different names for what he wants to be involved in and abbreviating it for Doge. So keep an eye on Doge today, because you could see that possibly move up in price alongside the rest of the market. So that's all of the articles I got for you here today. That was what I thought was most important, most relevant, and what I think could have the most effect on the market in the next few days. If you're new here to the Daily Crypto Dive, we are going to be doing it every single day of the week. It won't be there on weekends, but every single day of the week you will get this one video, giving you a far broader perspective of the market, allowing you to make far better decisions in the future. So if you like the content here, don't forget to drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And aside that, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, we'll catch you in the next one.